And the final game of the WBA District Tournament, the Haugen Hornets and the Marshfield Chaparrals. Your umpires today for the final game are wearing pink shirts in support of breast cancer research. Your umpires are Andy Zook, Darren Rudnick, Dean Brayton, and Kevin Klopp. Good luck to both teams. Let's play ball.
We'll say nice things about you on the internet. We're not going to do the national anthem? Okay, you ready? All right, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon, and thank you for tuning in and watching Zaleski Sports Broadcasting Marshfield Chaparrals Baseball. This is the championship game of the WBA District Tournament Pool number 2. It'll be the Haugen Hornets and your Marshfield Chaparrals. Marshfield coming off an 8-7 come-from-behind victory yesterday. Caleb Kromanocker pitched a complete game, gave up 8 hits, walked 3, struck out 2. Did a great job yesterday. Only gave up 7 runs, got the complete game. On the bump today for Marshfield is Bob Pills. Bob Pills, several innings this year I watched him pitch, does very well. The defense behind Mr. Pills, Sean O'Connell behind the plate. Luke Wirtz at first base. Jason Kurth at second. Isaiah Byral, the third baseman. Will Lee as at short. The outfield left to right. Riley Bushak, Caleb Kromanocker, and Nathan Kromanocker. DH this afternoon is Garrett Huber. Big hit for him in the bottom of the 8th that drove in 2 runs yesterday. Those 2 runs were the deciding factor in the win for the Chaps. They'll be playing the Hornets this afternoon. The Hornets will be the visiting team, although it is their home field. The Hornets in white jerseys with maroon trim and numbers and lettering. Chaparrals this afternoon. The Chaparrals this afternoon are in their cream pinstripe uniforms with the red numbers, letters, and wearing the blue caps. Checking out the stirrups. Since you know I'm a stirrups fan, I don't see anybody with any stirrups on anyone. The umpires this afternoon for this championship game are wearing pink shirts in recognition of Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Or breast cancer awareness, excuse me. We're going to get started here in this championship game. My name is Joe Anderson, and my producer is Chris Anderson. We hope you enjoy our afternoon broadcast of this game. Leading off things for the Haugen Hornets will be Zach Fisher, wears number 28. We're right amongst the Haugen faithful here. You may hear some support for their squad this afternoon on our mic. There's a pretty good supporting group from Marshfield as well. And we're going to get started here. Bob Pills. And we're underway in this championship game, and he pitches, the first pitch is a ball. Zach Fisher, the batter, right-hander. Pills. Ball 2. Falls behind 2-0. Beautiful afternoon on a Sunday for baseball. Pretty good breeze blowing from left to right. The pitch. Strike. 2-1 the count. Just underway here from beautiful downtown Haugen. They're having Haugen days this afternoon too. When we came into town, they had the mini rod pulls. That pitch fouled back. Count even at 2.
Get on.
2-2 the count to Fisher. Pills throwing from the stretch. Seems to be very common now for many pitchers. They've gone away from the lineup. That ball hit to left field. No, shortstop's going to track it down. Will Lee with the grab for out number 1. Elliot Nolan steps into bat for the Hornets.
Batting second, number 24, the center fielder, Elliot Nolan.
Can't say enough about the hospitality and the nice treatment we've received here in Haugen. Everybody's been very forthcoming and helpful, very polite and pleasant. We really appreciate it. The pitch from Pills swung on and missed for strike one. DH for each team in this matchup. Fastball inside for ball one. Marshfield, if they are victorious this afternoon, they would advance to the state tournament hosted at Jack Hackman Field in Marshfield. The pitch from Pills swung on, foul back out of play.
Stay in there, Elliot.
1-2 the count to Elliot Nolan. See that in his back pocket if you can pick it up on your screen. That's that hand guard if he gets on base, sort of like a big mitten. A lot of players wearing it now so they don't jam their fingers when they slide head first into the base. The pitch in the dirt, good block by O'Connell. Count even at 2. One away here in the top of the first. Marshfield wins, they're in. Pills delivers. Swung on, popped up in the infield. Who's got it? Byral calls everybody off and makes the out. Gets to put out for out number 2. 2 away here in the top of the first for Nolan Rowe, the catcher.
Third, number 3, the catcher, Nolan Rowe.
2 away here in the top of the first. Nolan Rowe wearing number 3. Symbolic of his place, his spot in the lineup. That's how they started the number system way back when. And that ball slapped to left field. And the catch made by Riley Bushak. So 3 up, 3 down. No runs, no hits, no errors, no one left on. We played a half an inning of play. Scoreless here as Marshfield will come to bat. You're watching WBA District Tournament Baseball on Zaleski Sports.
If you have a fear of overpaying, you have FOOP. But don't worry, switch to US Cellular and get a free Samsung Galaxy S25G, plus no activation fees. So you can stream, capture, and post without FOOP. Switch and get a free Samsung Galaxy S25G at US Cellular. Choose fair.
Northside Computers is Marshfield's U.S. Cellular store. Visit us on South Central Avenue in Marshfield for the latest Samsung, Apple, personal cellular devices, tablets, and more.
Get a jump start on college or speed up your degree with a transferable class from Mid-State Technical College this summer. There are 130 classes to choose from, online or in person, taught by instructors who are experts in their field. Get info on the Mid-State Technical College summer classes at mstc.edu.
Back here at Haugen for the bottom of the first inning here. The defense for the Haugen Hornets, Christian Lindell on the bump for the Hornets this afternoon. His catcher is Nolan Rowe. First baseman, Isaac Rohde. Matt Farm is at second. Easton Shore at third. Zach Fisher, the shortstop. The outfield, left to right. Jamie and Fisher, Elliot Nolan, and Aiden Drost. The manager for Haugen is Paul Juza, and it's his birthday today. It's also birthday of 2 of my grandparents. My grandfather, Ben Jay, was born on this date in 1896. That was my dad's dad. And my mom's mom was born on August 15th, 1909. Grandfather lived to 91, and my grandmother lived to darn near 101. Hope that flows over to me. We're going to start out here at the bottom of the first inning. Isaiah Byral, the third baseman, is going to lead things off.
Isaiah Byral.
Isaiah had a good day yesterday. Byral was 1 for 5 from the plate, but a big hit for an RBI. And he hits that ball to center field. Elliot Nolan tracks it down and makes the catch. 1 pitch, 1 out. Good catch by Elliot Nolan in center. It'll bring up Nolan Kromanocker, the right fielder today. He was in center yesterday.
Number 19, right fielder, Nathan Kromanocker.
Kromanocker will bat from the left-hand side. Again, the Chaparrals in their cream uniforms with the red numbers, letters, and trim, the pinstripes, and the blue hats and helmets. Christian Lindell pitching Haugen Hornets. They have two teams, the Haugen Knights and the Haugen Hornets. The Knights just played the first game at noon. This is the last game of the weekend. Other teams involved in this, Chaseburg Coon Valley Blues. Ball 3. Merrill Rangers and the Whitehall Wolves. So it's been a busy weekend of baseball and fun here in Haugen. 3-0 count to Kromanocker, and he takes strike 1. 3-1 the count. Lindell, a righty, goes from the windup. Don't see that so much anymore. So many now go from the stretch it all the time. Strike 2. Count is now full, 3-2. Two fastballs back-to-back to get the count full. Here's the pitch from Lindell. Outside for ball 4. Nathan Kromanocker reaches on a walk. That'll bring up his brother Caleb Kromanocker, now playing center field. He had a strong outing yesterday on the hill. Gave manager Luke Wirtz 9 strong innings, which is just what the Chaparrals needed. Lindell's pitch called strike 1. 0-1 the count to Caleb Kromanocker. Nathan Kromanocker at first. Strike 2. Caleb in the hole, 0-2. Bottom of the first inning here in Haugen, about 10 miles north of Rice Lake. About roughly a 2-hour drive for us from Loyal. About 2.5, 3 hours from Marshfield. Ball hit the right field. Eden Drost is going to scoop it up. And here goes Nathan Kromanocker to third, and he's going to get there standing up. So a base hit to right center field for Caleb Kromanocker after he was in the hole 0-2. The cleanup hitter,
first baseman Luke Wirtz.
Luke Wirtz, the manager, batting cleanup today, number 5. Lindell from the stretch. Runner is at the corners with 1 out, and Wirtz will hit that out of play behind the screen. Caleb Johnson, the DH today for Marshfield is Garrett Huber, who had a great catch in right field yesterday. Big hit. Wirtz going to get a sac fly to center field. It'll drive in a run. So an RBI sac fly for Luke Wirtz. And the Chaparrals lead 1-0 here with 2 outs in the bottom of the first. Jason Kurth, the second baseman, now steps in, number 22.
Batting fifth, the second baseman, number 22, Jason Kurth.
Kurth was 2 for 5 yesterday. And throw back to first keeps Caleb Kromanocker close to the bag, held on by Isaac Rode. Don't know if it's Rode or Rhodey. We'll find out when our PA announcer announces it. Snap throw back to first. Oh, they didn't get him. They didn't get him. I don't know if you could pick that up or not. It was a very close play on the tag. The Haugen faithful said he was out. The umpire at first, we were working with a 4-man crew today, so you've got a base umpire at each spot. He said he's safe. And that ball hit right back to Lindell. He'll toss it the road for out number 3. Marshfield scores a run on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on. After 1 full complete inning of play, it's Marshfield 1, Haugen 0. You're watching WBA baseball here on Zaleski Sport.
Scotty's Pizza and Chicken of Marshfield has been voted Best Pizza in Marshfield 12 years in a row. With popular choices like broccoli bacon cheese, drunken chicken, or any of the 25 specialty pizzas, Scotty's is ready to earn your vote now at 715-384-8118. Choose Scotty's for pizza, chicken, subs, sandwiches, and more. Carry out, dine-in, and delivery. Scotty's Pizza and Chicken, 715-384-8118.
Welcome back, friends, to Zaleski Sports broadcasting of the WBA District Tournament. I have a moment to talk to you about Fleet Farm. If you like Fleet Farm, you've got to sign up for Fleet Rewards. You can earn points to save even more on things you already buy. Plus, it's free to sign up, and there's no credit card required. Excuse me. Start earning points today with Fleet Rewards. Fleet Farm, proudly serving the Midwest since 1955. I also have a moment to talk to you about Draxler Transport. Excuse me. Draxler has flatbed driving opportunities that pay you 5 cents per mile premium over van. At Draxler Transport, drivers are always home for their requested time off. Draxler Transport is a family-oriented company that treats you like family. Visit DraxlerTransport.com to apply today.
Number 27, third baseman Easton Stone.
Easton Stone will lead things off for Haugen here in the bottom of the second inning. I had him as Shore. It looked like Shore to me. It's Stone. That's why you do scorebooks and pencil, kids. Mr. Stone sports number 27. That's from the right-hand side. He's in the hole 0-2. Stone, the third baseman today for the Hornets. For a little community, they have a really nice ballpark and facilities. And that ball popped up into the infield. Jason Kurth under it. Squeezes it for out number 1. Bob Pills cruising right along here.
Batting fifth, number 22, the pitcher, Christian Lindell.
Christian Lindell, the pitcher now, the batter, number 22. Bob Pills starting his second inning of work. Beautiful ballpark here in this little community, and of course the Osprey Nest in the right center field light tower. And that ball hit to left field, foul. Slashed it, but foul. We're located a little past where we're sitting. The camera is about 25 feet from us. We're on the third base side of the screen. We're in the shade and amongst some very nice people here from Haugen cheering their team on this afternoon. 0-1 the count with 1 out here at the top of the second. The pitch swung on, foul back in the screen. Lindell 0-2. Final game of this tournament started on Friday. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. Struck out for out number 2. 2 down here in the top of the second.
Batting sixth, the first baseman, number 1, Isaac Rohde.
I did it right. Isaac Rohde, the first baseman, now the batter. That's how they say that name in Loyal. Sometimes they say it Road. This gentleman says it Rohde. We'll do it the way he wants it. And the pitch to Rohde low for ball 1. Again, Joe Anderson here bringing you play-by-play on Zaleski Sports. My producer is my beautiful wife, Chris. Here's the pitch from Pills. Low for ball 2. Luke Wirtz, the manager, would like nothing more than to get a second complete game from his starting pitcher. Caleb Kromanocker gave him that yesterday in the win. Here's the pitch to the roadie, and it's high for ball 3. 3-0 count to roadie. Pills will probably come with a fastball here. See if roadie's taking. Here's the pitch. Right down Main Street, fastball, strike 1.
Cut out, Ike.
Kind of a swirly wind. It's from our right, so it's kind of blowing left to right here. Ball 4. First base runner for Haugen in this game. Aiden Drost, the right fielder, will come to bat for the Hornets.
Batting 7th, number 52. The right fielder, Aiden Ross.
So Aiden Drost steps in with 2 outs, and Isaac Rohde on first. Pills now from the stretch, and that pitch low and away for ball 1. After getting 2 quick outs, Pills now has walked the next batter and is 1-0 to the next after that. Drost, the pitch. Stolen base attempt, and he's safe. Rohde with a successful steal of second. Good throw by O'Connell. Kurth with the squeeze, but not in time. So stolen base for Isaac Rohde with 2 away. Runner in scoring position for Aiden Drost. Pills gets the sign, comes set, and fakes the throw back to second. You can do that. You cannot fake the throw to first. That's a balk, but that was not a balk in that situation. Lee comes back to position, and we got a strike. Count even at 1-1. Good pitch. Actually, 2-1 the count. Good pitch by Pills. Here's the pitch. Swung on, back right against us by the screen. Count even at 2. 2 outs here in the top of the second. Isaac Rohde at second base for the Hornets. Aiden Drost, the batter. 2-2 count to him. Bob Pills on the mound. Used to his, what they called him in high school at Spencer. Old habits are hard to die. Pills will step off, come back on again. Pills getting the sign, shakes him off. Shakes off O'Connell, gets what he wants. And now he comes back on again. He stepped off and came back on. Got to take the signs when you're on the pitcher's rubber. And there's a strike. Strike 3. Kind of an uneventful strikeout called. Strike 3 called on Drost. No runs. No runs on no hits, 1 walk, 1 left on. It's still Marshfield 1 and Haugen nothing. You are watching WBA baseball district tournament action here on Zaleski Sports.
Citizens State Bank of Loyal is your independently owned community bank with locations just a short drive or walk from where you work and live. Citizens State Bank of Loyal invites you to a banking relationship that will always put you first. Personal, business, and agricultural services provided by people that live just across town and around the corner. At Citizens State Bank of Loyal, we pride ourselves in our involvement in the communities we serve. See us today in Neillsville, Marshfield, Spencer, Granton, and Loyal. Citizens State Bank of Loyal, an equal housing lender, member FDIC.
At the Granite Shop, we take great pride in what we do. We offer high-quality natural stone granite as well as a huge selection of man-made stone. With full slabs as well as a variety of partial remnants, you'll have no problem finding the stone that was meant for you. Our high-end, high-quality granite, quartz, and marble is perfect for any kitchen, bathroom, or remodel need. We are locally owned and operated on County Road C near Stratford. We service all of Wisconsin.
Hey, welcome back to Haugen here on Zaleski Sports. Will Lee had an at-bat just now in the bottom of the second to lead it off. He flew out to Elliot Nolan in center, so there's one away. Riley Bushak, the left fielder, comes to bat. Left-handed batter takes ball one. It's a little roastier this afternoon than it was this morning, yesterday, although the breeze does help. And there's a strike call. We've had some nice chats with the plate umpire coming over and chatting with us. We're in the shade. He's not as vocal as the fellow behind the plate was yesterday. That's a swinging straight for Bushak. He's in the hole, 1-2. And swing. He swung, yep. Yeah, he's out. So a strikeout for Bushak with two away here. Sean O'Connell, the catcher.
Number 44, the catcher, Sean O'Connell.
O'Connell bats from the left-hand side, sports number 44. Strike. Our gentleman behind the plate's got a good zone, but he's not as verbal as the gentleman that worked our first game yesterday. You had no doubt that that was a strike when it was called. Again, I'm an umpire, so I can be a little more critiquing. O'Connell, right to shortstop Zach Fisher, who will throw it over to first base. Rhodey for out number 3. So a 1-2-3 inning for the Hornets. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on. 2 innings complete. Marshfield 1, Haugen 0. This is WBA baseball tournament action on Zaleski Sports.
Bauer & Fine Business Technologies is your complete office technology solution. For 60 years, Bauer & Fine Business Technologies has been serving school districts, municipalities, counties, religious organizations, and businesses in Wisconsin and beyond. Visit b-bt.com.
To help you attract and retain the best employees. If you're a hardworking individual, then we need you. Do you want a solid company that offers top wages along with a very generous benefits package? Then check out our open positions at H&S. Our benefits include health, dental, life, and disability, plus 401k, cash bonuses, $2 shift bonus, and a substantial vacation plan that has you earning vacation from your very first day. We are looking for welders, painters, and assemblers for both first and second shift. To apply online, Google us at H&S Manufacturing or log on to hsmfgco.com.
Top of the third inning, batting 8th in the order, the DH number 13, Caleb Johnson.
We head to the top of the third inning here from Haugen. Caleb Johnson, the DH, DHing for the left fielder Jamie and Frazier. Third inning of work for Bob Pills. Here's his pitch and hit to center field. And snagged by Will Lee at shortstop. One pitch, one out. Thought that might have had a chance from our angle to get over the head of Will Lee, but Lee snagged
Number 6, second baseman Matt Farm.
Baseman now batting for the Hornets. Sports number 6, he's the number 9 hitter, and he hits that foul down the first baseline for strike one. A 1-1 count to Matt Farm. He's sporting the stirrups. Gotta like that. Got the socks. Doesn't have the stirrups, he's got the socks. 0-2 count now to Farm. Always like guys, always like players that have the stirrups or the socks. That's just kind of my thing. Pills with the pitch. Swung on, foul back, out of play. Count remains 0-2. Sean O'Connell behind the dish for the Chaps. Gives the signs. Right-hander Bob Pills. Here's his pitch. High for ball one. 1-2 the count. One away here in the top of the third. Chaparral's leading 1-0 over the Hornets from Haugen. Sorry for the throat business. I think I've got some allergies coming back on, so my apologies. Here's the pitch, swung on, hit to center field, and will drop in for a base hit. One of those Texas Leaguer style hits in between Kurth and Kromanocker.
Number 28.
Hit him where they ain't, as they used to say.
Fisher.
So the leadoff hitter, Zach Fisher, will step in. The shortstop, who flew out to Will Lee, his first at bat. One away here in the top of the third. Farm at first, Fisher the batter. Foul back, strike one.
Stay with him.
Bob Pills starting his third inning of work here. Breeze blowing left to right. Pretty strong breeze, too. Here's the pitch from Pills. Ball. Count even, ball and a strike. If the Chaparrals win this afternoon, they will advance to the state tournament that'll be held next weekend at Jack Heckman Field in Marshfield. Zaleski Sports will be there to stream all games. And that ball hit right to Byral at third. Out at second. Safe at first.
Way to run, Zach.
So Farm gunned down by Byral to Kurth. Kurth couldn't get the relay to Wirtz in time. So a fielder's choice for Zach Fisher with two
Center
away.
Fielder number 24, Elliot Nolan.
Elliot Nolan in his second at bat for the Hornets, who popped up to Isaiah Byral, his first at bat. Nolan, the number 2 hitter in the lineup for manager Paul Juza. The Osprey is circling and going up to her nest in the right field light standard. Pills will check Fisher at first. Here's the pitch outside for ball one. We've got shade here all afternoon. We won't need to move the table. We hope we don't have any issues with the hotspot or the internet today. There goes Fisher. And that ball's going to drop in front of Kromanocker brothers.
Hey, way to go, way to
Fisher moving with the pitch.
go. Way to run, Zach. Huh? Yes, made it in. Good hit.
Now you got runners at the corners with 2 outs. Zach Fisher at third, Elliot Nolan, 2 bleeders that have gotten into the outfield. This
Number 3, the catcher.
Nolan's hit
Nolan Rowe.
dropped in between the Kromanocker brothers. There's 2 outs there. Nolan Rowe, the catcher, who grounded out to Pills in the top of the first. 2 on, 2 out. Pills from the stretch. Strike call. Got some energetic enthusiasts for Haugen to my left. They've made us feel very welcome here in Haugen. We appreciate it. Pills gets the sign. Chet's Nolan at first. Ooh.
Hey, Nolan, pick one out.
Count even and a ball and a strike to Nolan Rowe. Bob Pills checks Nolan at first. Held on by Luke Wirtz. Called ball 2. Both pitchers have not thrown too many 59-foot fastballs. They've been around the plate. Pills checking Nolan quite often, kind of looking over that left shoulder. He can't dip it. If he dips that left shoulder towards first, it's a balk, and Fisher would come in. He's worried about that double steal. Nolan at first. Pills. No. Can't call a balk. As Rowe called time. He did call time, just as Pills was about to deliver. Pretty close. The umpire does not have to grant time to the hitter. It's his discretion. Here's the pitch from Pills. Call the ball. Rowe ahead in the count now, 3-1. First trouble that that Pills has had in this game. Only one base runner, and that ball popped up out of play for strike 2. Full count with 2 outs here in the top of the third. Let's see if the Hornets run with the pitch. O'Connell's got to squeeze it if it's strike 3. That drop third strike can cause some problems. Here's the pitch. And called ball 4. Bob Pills gave up a single, 2 singles, and a walk. Bases are now loaded here in the top of the third as Easton Stone a pop-up victim to Jason Kurth at second. This is the 6th batter of the third inning. Bases loaded with 2 outs, and Marshfield leading 1-0. Here's the pitch from Pills. It's high for ball 1. Pills ran the count full on Nolan Rowe and walked him. We'll bring up Stone here. Stone ahead of the count, 1-0. And he'll hit that to the outfield. Back goes Bushak. Gets under it for out number 3. The Hornets threaten but don't score. 2 hits, no errors, and 3 left on. 2.5 innings complete here from Haugen. Shaps leading 1-0. You're watching WBA Baseball on Zaleski Sports.
Grassland Dairy Products is your match for an exciting new career today. Go to grassland.com to see the opportunities waiting for you. Browse through careers like CDL truck driver, shipping and receiving, line tech, quality assurance, forklift, maintenance tech, inventory associates, and more. Great compensation, weekly pay, and 0 premium company-paid health, dental, and life. Apply now at grassland.com or in person at Grassland Dairy Products, Fairground Avenue, just south of Greenwood.
Welcome back here to Haugen. understood that our audio might have been a little off kilter on my last couple of reads for our friends from Spectrum and H&S. Spectrum Benefit Solutions, with offices throughout central Wisconsin, is your group benefits provider for health, dental, accident, and life insurance. Spectrum Benefit Solutions works with businesses of all sizes to help you attract and retain the best employees. Accident and life insurance. Find Spectrum Benefit Solutions on Facebook to get started. H&S Manufacturing in Marshfield is hiring. If you're a hardworking individual, we need you. Do you want a solid company that offers top wages along with a very generous benefits package? Then check out our open positions at H&S. Our benefits include health, dental, life, and disability, plus 401k, cash bonuses, $2 shift bonus, and a substantial vacation plan that has you earning vacation from your very first day. We're looking for welders, painters, and assemblers for both first and second shifts. To apply online, Google us at H&S Manufacturing or log on to hsmfgco.com.
For the Chaparrals, leading off the bottom of the third inning, batting
Bottom of the third inning.
order, number 7, the DH, Garrett Huber.
Garrett Huber with the big RBI single, 2 RBI single he had yesterday in the bottom of the 8th that helped secure the Shaps win over CCV, the batter, the number 9 hitter. He's DHing today. Huber with a ball and a strike. Huber DHing for the pitcher, Bob Pills. Huber right up the middle to Matt Farm. Over to Isaac Rohde for out number 1. 1 away. We'll bring up the leadoff hitter, Isaiah Byrel, who flew out on the first pitch of the game, to Elliot Nolan in center.
Number 2, third baseman, Isaiah Byrel.
So Byrel, the third baseman, and looks at ball 1. Christian Lindell in his third inning of work here for Haugen. Ball 2. Nice little community, only a couple of hundred people on the population meter, but they have a wonderful ballpark. And Byrel chops at the Stone at third, who'll gun it over to Rohde at first for out number 2. 2 away here in the bottom of the third. Nolan Kromanocker, the right fielder, who walked and scored the one and only run of the game.
Right fielder, number
Now at
19, Nathan Kromanocker.
So Nathan will bat from the left-hand side. And he'll hit that to the shortstop, Fisher, for out number 3. So that was a quick inning on defense for the Hornets. No runs, no hits, no errors, no one left on. 3 innings complete here from Haugen. Marshfield leading 1-0. You're watching WBA District Tournament action here on Zaleski Sports.
I really got to understand what a nurse is. Do they focus on you? You know, do they make sure that you're comfortable? And, you know, that's what Shai has. It's the connection that he has, you know, my best interest in mind, always.
Why wait another day? Let's take the next step together towards a better life.
Find what you want in a new summer ride? Settling for good enough just to have it now? Wait, don't settle. Herbs and Tomahawk and Power Pack in Marshfield have the solution. Custom order. Get exactly what you want by building your customized ride with us, and we'll place a special order with a manufacturer. That means the color you want, the package you need, and the new ride you deserve. Plus parts packages and financing packages with gear included. Herbs and Tomahawk and Power Pack in Marshfield. Don't settle. Get your custom order in today.
Welcome back to Zaleski Sports, the leader in online sports broadcasting here in central Wisconsin, as we are coming to you from beautiful Haugen, which is 10 miles north of Rice Lake, for today's WBA District Tournament Championship game. The Marshfield Chaparrals and Haugen Hornets. Marshfield leading 1-0 as we start up with the top of the fourth inning here. Joe Anderson bringing you play-by-play. Chris Anderson, my producer. And we head to the top of the fourth.
Leading off the top of the fourth inning.
And leading off for Haugen will be the pitcher, Christian Lindell. So Lindell, a strikeout victim, is first at bat in the second inning. Facing Bob Pills, who's starting his fourth inning of work here for the Shaps. Shaps win, and they're in the state tournament, hosted in their home ballpark in Marshfield next weekend, of course, broadcast on Zaleski Sports. Football also coming to your way starting on Thursday night. Chris and I will be in Augusta to bring you Pittsville Panther, Augusta Beaver football. Strike one call. That game will be at 7 o'clock Thursday night on Zaleski Sports, so tune into that. Lindell in the hole 0-1. The pitch. Ball one. Count even. Ball on the strike. What were those things called again that you bought? Kolaches are the big thing here today. And that ball popped up. Is it going to stay in play for Bushak? And Bushak makes the play for out number one. Out of your screenshot, that ball in foul territory, and Riley Bushak with the glove.
Number one, Isaac Brody.
The kolaches are very good treats that they've been selling up here in the grandstand area. Rhodey, the batter now, drew a walk, stole a base, got stranded at second in the second inning. Swings and misses for strike one. One away here in the top of the fourth, and the Shaps leading 1-0. One run in the first inning. Count even and a ball in the strike. It's about a two and a half hour drive here. We take 29 to 53 and head north, 10 miles north of Rice Lake. Pitch high for ball two. 2-1 the count. Many of our friends from Marshfield in attendance to support the Chaparrals this afternoon. Getting close to the start of school too, so weekends are becoming a priority for especially the kids. Strike call. 2-2. Pills from the stretch and delivers, and that ball's fouled back. Count remains 2-2. It's supposed to be a very pleasant week this coming week weather-wise. It's going to get a little muggy meter again around Wednesday. And Thursday and Friday looking good. Maybe some showers, maybe not. 2-2 the count. The pitch popped up. It will go out of play over the grandstand. Count remains 2-2. Got some young men and ladies that are shagging the foul balls and putting them back in the basket right next to us that hangs on the fence on our side. Swing and a miss for strike three. Second strikeout for Bob Pills. Two away here for Aiden Drost.
Right fielder, number 52, Aiden Drost.
Drost struck out looking to end the second. So 0 for 1 in the afternoon. Pills, throwing Pills right at the Hornets this afternoon. And he'll hit that ball to left field solidly. Rounds first, and we'll stay there. Bushak will get it back in.
Number 13, designated hitter,
Caleb Johnson. The DH now batting. He popped up to Will Lee in the third. Two outs with Aiden Drost at first. Caleb Johnson, the batter. Pills will check the runner, come to the plate. Ball 1. Zaleski Sports will bring you next weekend, to my understanding, all of the tournament games, state tournament games, that will be held at Jack Hackman Field. So make sure to tune in to those games on Zaleski Sports. The pitch from Pills, strike. Count even to Johnson, a ball and a strike. Johnson awaits the pitch from Pills, who comes set. Checks Drost at first and comes to the plate. There goes Drost. And they got him. Drost gunned out by Sean O'Connell for out number 3. No runs on 1 hit, no errors, and nobody left on. 3.5 innings complete, and the Chaparrals clinging to a 1-0 lead. You're watching WBA District Tournament Baseball on Zaleski Sports.
I had an employee at once ask me to prioritize family, faith, and business, and I put them in that order in particular. For each one of our employees, it's family first. You do what is best for you and your family. Then the rest of it will take care of itself. It's about making sure you make the best decisions for you and your family.
Chili Implement, located just north of Highway 10 in Chili, is your place for Kubota zero-turn mowers. If your lawn is big or small, we have all the lawn care solutions for you. Check out our 60-inch deck. Kubota, powerful, precise, proven. Chili Implement is your choice for Kubota, Case IH, and Gale. Chili Implement, open 6 days a week to serve you. Chili Implement.
Well, we head to the bottom of the 4th inning here from Haugen, and the Chaparrals leading 1-0. Leading off for the Chaps is number 18, Caleb Kromanocker.
The 4th inning, center fielder number 18, Caleb Kromanocker.
Kromanocker pitched 9 strong innings yesterday to get the win, to advance the Chaps to this championship game. 1 for 1 in the afternoon with a single in the first. Ball 1. Christian Lindell in his 4th inning of work here. And popped up. Who's got it? Isaac Rohde's calling for it. And makes the catch. That was an elevator shaft home run. Popped up about 300 feet in the air.
Number 5, first baseman Luke Wirtz.
Luke Wirtz had banana for the Chaps, now coming to bat. Wirtz flew out to center field, a sacrifice fly, which helped score the first run and the only run. Had an RBI on that. Here's the pitch to Wirtz. And call the ball. 2-0 the count. There's a strike. 2-1 the count to Luke Wirtz. Here's Lindell's pitch. Ball 3. Wirtz batting cleanup this afternoon for the Chaparrals. And he hits that out of play over the first base side. Count is full at 3-2. Hope you're enjoying our broadcast this afternoon. Lindell from the windup. Ball 4. Wirtz will trot to first with 1 away, and Jason Kurth grounded out to the pitcher
Number 22, the second baseman, Jason Kurth.
Kurth on the afternoon, 0 for 1. Takes strike one. Luke Wirtz at first with one away. Christian Lindell on the bump for the Hornets. From the stretch, the right-hander's pitch. High. Ball one. Count even in the ball and the strike. The pitch. Strike two. Kurth now in the hole, 1-2. Kurth, the big second baseman for Marshfield, swings and misses, but he's out as first base was occupied. 2 outs here in the bottom of the fourth, and Will Lee, a flyout victim in his first at bat. Luke Wirtz at first with 2 outs, and Lee takes ball one. Give a shout out to our friend Steve Maves, excuse me. We hope he's feeling better today. He's been under the weather this weekend. Get better, Mr. Steve. 2-0 the count to Will Lee. Strike. 2-1. 2 outs in the bottom of the fourth with Luke Wirtz at first. Held on by Isaac Rohde. Christian Lindell delivers, and that's low and away for ball 3. Defense straight away. Lee takes ball 4. 2 walks, a ground out, and a strikeout here. In the bottom of the fourth, Wirtz now in scoring position for Marshfield, and that'll bring up Riley Bushak, the left fielder, a strikeout victim in the second inning.
Number 8, the left fielder, Riley Bushak.
2 on, 2 out for Bushak. And he hits it in the hole to right field. And they're going to send him.
Bring it in.
Here comes Wirtz. And he's in. Wirtz scores the second run of the afternoon for Marshfield. It's now 2-0. An RBI single for Riley Bushak. Puts runners at the corners.
The catcher, number 44.
Runners going on contact. O'Connell's a ground out victim to Zach Fisher in the second inning comes to bat with runners at the corners, 2 outs, 1 run in. That pitch high for ball 1, excuse me. Give a shout out to our chief, Jason Zaleski. We know you're watching, keeping us on our toes. Lindell's pitch, swing and a miss, strike 1. Off-speed pitch. O'Connell throws right, bats left. Lindell's pitch, swung on, hit right up the box. Right to the shortstop, Fisher, for out number 3. O'Connell with a fielder's choice on that play. Hey, Marshfield with 1 run in on 1 hit. No errors and 2 left on. We've played 4 innings here from Haugen. Marshfield leading Haugen 2-0 You're watching WBA District Tournament baseball action here on Zaleski Sports.
Little Sprouts is now open in Rudolph with the same great child care you know about in Auburndale. Here's Brooke Sievers to tell us about it.
The community here in Rudolph has been extremely welcoming, and we're excited to serve here just like we do up in Auburndale. Part of the process is to help out the school districts and to help the children stay, their 4K children to stay close and get services right here. We serve here in Rudolph 1-year-olds up until 12-year-olds, and up in Auburndale we serve 6 weeks old until 12-year-olds.
Our Auburndale pea pods, wiggle worms, busy bees, and fireflies welcome the Rudolph sweet potatoes, lovely ladybugs, and beautiful butterflies. Contact Little Sprouts Learning Garden on Facebook today.
We know how a bank should be at Partners Bank. Banking should be easier, treating our customers as valued and important. Services should be better with online and mobile banking and locations close to where you live and work. Loans should be quicker, and we make all decisions locally with years of experience helping people with their financing needs. Partners Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
Partners Bank, better together.
Welcome back here to Haugen. Give a shout out to some of our viewers.
Leading off the top of the 5th inning.
Hey, hi to Bruce Lepke.
Designated hitter
Hi to
number
Corey
13,
McEwen.
Caleb Johnson.
Hi, shout out to Troy Boudreau and Whisk Guitar. Give some more shout outs here as time allows. We head to the top of the 5th. And leading things off for the Hornets is number 13, Caleb Johnson, the DH. And he hits that right at Will Lee, scoops it up over to Luke Wirtz for out number 1. 1 pitch, 1 out. Pills got into a little bit of a scrape in the 3rd inning, but got out of it with giving up no runs.
Second baseman, Matt Farm.
And has pretty much cruised for the afternoon. He's had a strong showing here, which is what the Shaps need. He's got a 2-0 lead as Matt Farm, the second baseman, steps in. He's 1 for 1, but was wiped out on a fielder's choice. That's second base. 1-0 the count to Farm. Gotta like guys who have the socks or the stirrups. He's about the only one on either team that does. And he fouls that one back for strike 1. 1-1 the count to Farm. Zaleski Sports will carry all of the state championship games from Jack Hackman Field. That'll be beginning on Friday. I will have a couple of games for you on Friday afternoon, Friday evening. I'm going to be busy this week. Game at football at Augusta and baseball on Friday in Marshfield. Here's the pitch from Pills. Strike. 1-2 to count. Fastball right in from Bob Pills. 5th inning of work for the right-hander. Spencer native. Here's the pitch. Outside for ball 2. Count even at 2-2. Pitch in the dirt. Count is now full. 1 out here in the top of the 5th. Shout out to Richard Olson, who's tuned in to watch. Thanks for tuning in this afternoon and viewing our game. Swing and a miss for strike 3. 2 outs here in the top of the 5th. Brings up the top of the order, Zach Fisher. Fisher on the afternoon, 0 for 2.
Shortstop, Zach
Pop
Fisher,
out
number
and a
28.
fielder's choice. Closest any Haugen Hornet has gotten to scoring is stranded at 3rd in the 3rd inning. Pills gets the sign. Here's the pitch. Strike. The Osprey is cackling away in her right center field light standard in the nest way up high in the sky. 1-1 the count to Zach Fisher. O'Connell gives the signs. Here's the pitch. High for ball 2. 2-1 now to Fisher. Chaps fans shouting encouragement to Bob Pills to our right. Beautiful ballpark here. I've said that many times, but I mean it. For a little community to have a nice place like this. Ball 3. Umpires wearing pink shirts today, recognizing breast cancer awareness and research. Here's the pitch. Now it's 3-1. Oh, 3-2. My bad. I missed a strike. Count is full. 2 outs here to Zach Fisher. Pills resets. Waits for Fisher to step in the box. Here we go. The windup and the pitch. Swung on, hit the left field. Bushak and Kromanocker give chase. Bushak says, I've got it for out number 3. 3 up, 3 down here for Haugen in the top of the 5th. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on. 4.5 complete. Marshfield 2, the Haugen Hornets 0. WBA District Tournament Baseball exclusively here on Zaleski Sports.
From first contact at Dental Clinic of Marshfield, their dentists are committed to your individual attention and strive to provide personalized oral health care. They work hard to create the ultimate stress-free and comfortable dental experience. It is their mission to educate and provide the patients with the best dental care in central Wisconsin. Whether you're looking for information on implants, teeth whitening, crowns, orthodontics, dentures, or any dental service, Dental Clinic of Marshfield has it for you. You can book your appointment online at dentalclinicofmarshfield.com or give them a call at one of their 3 locations in Marshfield, Stratford, or Neillsville today.
Rooftech LLC specializes in commercial roof coatings and spray foam. Rooftech also services the entire state of Wisconsin. That's right, from La Crosse to Milwaukee, Eau Claire to Green Bay, Superior, Marshfield, Kenosha, Madison, Sheboygan, and everywhere in between. Rooftech uses superior systems that can fully restore just about any roof in Wisconsin. Rooftech is offering modern solutions for your roof's data dilemmas. See Rooftech online at rooftechllc.com or Rooftech LLC on Facebook.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Zaleski Sports broadcast of WBA District Tournament action here. The Marshfield Chaparrals leading 2-0 over the Haugen Hornets.
Number 7, Garrett Huber.
Marshfield gets the victory today. They advance to the state tournament next weekend in Marshfield. Garrett Huber leading things off here in the bottom of the 5th. Swings and fouls one off for strike 1. Huber, a ground-out victim in his first at-bat. And swing and a miss for strike 2. Christian Lindell, his 5th inning of work here for the Hornets. Giving up only 2 runs and 2 hits. And that right at Fisher. It bounced right off him. It was one of those, do you charge it or do you lay back? And it bounced right in front of him. Base hit for Huber. We'll bring up the top of the order. Isaiah Byral, 0 for 2 on the day.
2, Isaiah Byral.
A fly out and a ground out for Byral. He's due for a hit here if you're a Chaparrals fan. Lindell's pitch called strike 1. Lindell checks Huber at first, held on by Rhodey. Here's the pitch, swing and a miss, strike 2. Viral in the hole, 0-2. Nobody out here in the bottom of the 5th. Garrett Huber at first. Here's the pitch. Swung on. Hit in the gap between, right in the right field. Viral with a base hit. So back-to-back base hits for the Shaps. 2 on, nobody out here in the bottom of the 5th. Nathan Kromanocker, the batter, who walked, scored the first run of the game, and popped out to Zach Fisher at short. Kromanocker, Nathan that is, bats from the left-hand side. We're going to have a timeout call.
We'd like to thank all of the sponsors.
Got a moment to tell you about Valley Communities Credit Union. It's never too early to start teaching the value of saving. Your youngsters can learn today with a Valley Communities Credit Union Kids Club or Teen Saving Club membership. We make saving fun and easy with prizes for making deposits and getting good grades. Excuse me. Stop into one of our 5 locations in Mosinee, Cronenwedder, Marshfield, Stevens Point, and Wisconsin Rapids to open an account for your kids at Valley Communities Credit Union. And don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, Awards and More is your one-stop location for awards, plaques, trophies, embroidery, screen printing, and promotional products. Awards and More is also the proud sponsor of the Zaleski Sports Athlete of the Month. Visit Awards and More on Facebook to begin your next trophy order. Nathan Kromanocker now in the box. Isaiah Viral at first. Garrett Huber at second. And the pitch from Lindell, strike 1. Kromanocker on the afternoon with a walk and a fly out. And they throw it back. Matt Farm trying to pick off Huber. He's back in time. Each base in this championship game has an umpire. We're working with a 4-man crew today. 0-1 count to Kromanocker. Isaiah Viral at first. Garrett Huber at second. The pitch from Lindell. Ball 1. Lindell's pickoff move nearly got Huber, but he was back in time. Pretty good lead off a second, and they bunt it, foul for strike 2. Playing a little small ball here. 1-2 the count to Nathan Kromanocker. And the pitch swung on and missed for strike 3. 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th with 2 on. Brings up Caleb Kromanocker, the center fielder. Caleb on the afternoon with a single and a fly pop up to Isaac Brody. 1-2 in the afternoon. Kromanocker, that is Caleb, also a lefty, takes ball 1 from Lindell. Marshfield wins. They're in the state tournament game, or state tournament series starting next weekend at Jack Hackman. The wind breeze is picked up as the American flag is now really furling. That pitch popped up, and a nice catch by a gentleman in the crowd. He doesn't get it over the screen, back in play though. Wherever we're sitting, the ball can pop right in front of us. It was a nice catch by a gentleman here in the grandstand. Have a nice young lady putting the ball back in the umpire basket. 1-1 count. And they're going to try to pick off Huber at second, and he's back safe. Man, Nolan Rowe, the catcher for Haugen, he's got a gun. That Farm gloved it, but Huber has been taking some pretty big leads off a second. Got back in time. 2-2 the count. Now it's 2-2. Scoreboard operator had it at, or is it 3-2? I'm not sure what the count is. I had 1-1. Scoreboard says 3-2. Let's see what happens on this next pitch. Now it's 3-2. We'll give you 3-2 now. Umpire behind the plate doing a good job, but not as verbal as our gentleman from yesterday. Full count, 2 on, 1 out. Right at the second baseman, knocked down by Farm and beat it out. Caleb Kromanocker beat it out. An infield single. Huber now at third, Byral at second, and Caleb Kromanocker at first. But we're going to have a discussion here. We're going to have a meeting of the umpires to discuss whether he pulled his foot or not. And this is kind of a smart thing. We do this to make sure that the call is correct. Sometimes one of the other umpires has a better view of things. They can say, I saw this or I saw that, and what did you see? And they're going to call Caleb Kromanocker out after a discussion. That'll make it 2 outs. The Chaparral fan's not very happy. Luke Wirtz is going to come over and talk to the plate umpire and say, what's going on here, guys? And after the discussion, Caleb Kromanocker was ruled out.
Luke Wirtz.
Isaiah Byral is at second, and Garrett Huber at third. 2 outs now. 2 on, and a 2-0 lead as Luke Wirtz 0 for 1 on the afternoon with the second run scored after he walked in the 4th, and he flew out to Elliot Nolan in center, and that ball in the dirt. Here comes Huber to the plate, and he's in safely. So Huber on a wild pitch scores the 3rd run of the game for Marshfield. On a wild pitch. One and one the count. Byral has moved up to third. Still 2 outs. Count even at a ball in the strike. The pitch from Lindell, swing and a miss for strike 2. Lindell's pitch. Wirtz right at Fisher, who will throw it over to first. And Rhodey scoops it up for out number 3. Marshfield scores their 3rd run of the game on a wild pitch from Christian Lindell. And this inning, 2 hits, 3 hits, 1 run, no errors, and 1 left on. We've played 5 complete. Marshfield Chaparrals leading the Haugen Hornets 3-0. You're watching WBA District Tournament Baseball on Zaleski Sports.
Wondering what to feed your team after work, the game, or this weekend? Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids has tasty, char-broiled burgers for any hungry appetite. From the classic hamburger to the famous Chips Champ and everything in between, check out our daily specials. Stop inside to enjoy your meal with comfortable seating. See our complete menu of burgers, hot ham and cheese, hot beef, chicken and fish, fries, rings, curds, and ice cream served year-round. In a hurry? Same great menu in the drive-thru. Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids.
Keep moving ahead with the summer tire event at Sherrill Tire and Service Center through July 2nd. Up to $150 in rebates on Goodyear tires with a Goodyear credit card subject to credit approval. The summer tire event at Sherrill Tire. Find your location at SherrillTire.com.
Welcome back to Zaleski Sports Broadcasting of WBA District Tournament Baseball action. We head to the top of the 7th. Thank you, sir. Elliot, let's see if I get the right number again. Elliot Nolan leading things off for Haugen. 1 for 2 on the afternoon with a single and was stranded at second. Fisher Pills in his 6th inning of work for the Chaparrals. And the pitch, Nolan swings, hits it to center field. Caleb Kromanocker gives way to Riley Bushak for out number 1. Bob Pills pitching a gem today. Only real scuffle came in the 3rd inning. He had the bases loaded with 2 outs.
The catcher, number 3, Nolan Rowe.
Got out of it with a fly ball. Nolan Rowe now is batting for the Hornets. The catcher on the afternoon, a walk and a ground out. Pills pitching from the stretch. And that ball slapped right to Will Lee. Lee scoops it up, guns over to first. Wirtz gets him. The gentleman umpiring at first was our plate umpire yesterday. You'll know if he's safe or out. He's got a pretty good set of pipes on him, and I mean that as a compliment. Easton Stone. Sounds like a actor's name. Someone that would be in a Western movie. Great name, Easton Stone. Mr. Stone, 0 for 2 in the afternoon with 2 flyouts. And takes strike 1 from Pills. Pills gets the sign from O'Connell. In the pitch, high for ball 1. Joe Anderson here bringing you play-by-play this afternoon. Hope you're sitting in your recliner in your comfort of your house, having a beverage of your choice, and enjoying the Chaparrals leading 3-0 here. And that ball hit the center field. Is it going to drop? No, it's not. Snow cone for Caleb Kromanocker. Good catch. 3 up, 3 down, a quick inning for Pills. We've got 5.5 innings complete, and it's 3-0 Marshfield over Haugen. WBA baseball action here on Zaleski Sports.
Valley Communities Credit Union wants you to know that buying a home has never been easier.
With mortgage rates as low as 2.49% APR, financing your home has never been more affordable.
With Valley Communities Credit Union, we have low closing costs, local servicing, and underwriting.
We will make it simple and secure from beginning to end.
Call, click, or visit one of our 5 locations
and let our team show you why membership matters at VCCU.
You're gonna love it. You're gonna love home furniture.
Hi, this is Jill from Home Furniture and Design. Since 1970 and 4 generations, our family has been proudly offering quality furniture like Lazy Boy, Serta, and the Amish to Central Wisconsin. We also offer free in-home design with our professionally trained designers to help you create a space that is uniquely yours, whether it's just a sofa or the entire home.
You're gonna love it. You're gonna love home furniture.
West Grand Avenue, Wisconsin Rapids, and Post Road in Plover.
Welcome back to Haugen as the Chaparrals lead the Hornets 3-0, but coming into the bottom of the 6th inning. Just want to talk to you about Awards and More, ladies and gentlemen. It's your one-stop location for awards, plaques, trophies, embroidery, screen printing, and promotional products. Awards and More is also the proud sponsor of the Zaleski Sports Athlete of the Month. Visit Awards and More on Facebook to begin your next trophy order. Christian Lindell still on the bump for Haugen, and Jason Kurth will lead things off.
Jason Kurth.
Kurth looking for his first hit of the afternoon, ground out and strikeout victim, 0 for 2 on the day. Takes strike 1 from Lindell. Lindell has pitched very well. Just a couple of opportune hits and a wild pitch right back at the pitcher. And Lindell tosses to Rhodey for out number 1. And Kurth took 2 steps out of the box and said, no. Will Lee now steps in.
Shortstop Will Lee.
Lee on the afternoon, 0 for 1 with a walk, and was stranded at third in the 4th inning. Strike called. Lindell coming out strong here in the 6th. And ball 1. Count even at a ball and the strike. And that pitch low for ball 2. 2-1. And the Ospreys are feeding their young. You can hear them maybe in the background chirping. Strike 2. Count even at a 2 balls, 2 strikes. 1 away here in the bottom of the 6th. Lindell working fast. That ball slapped to the third baseman. Stone scoops it up, guns it over to Rhodey for out number 3. Good play by Easton Stone to get the second out of the game. Of the bottom of the 6th, that is. We'll bring up Riley Bushak. Bushak on the afternoon, 0 for 2. Strikeout and a ground out, or a pop-up, that is.
Number 8.
No, pardon me.
Fielder Riley Bushak.
Ground out. To Zach Fisher, unassisted. And that's called ball 1. Got ahead of myself there. I think the Ospreys distracted me. Ball 2. 2-0 the count. And ball hit down the first baseline, foul. Brent Eastad in the first base coaching box for Marshfield. I think the postman, Al Lolacata, at third. I'm not sure. Swing and a miss for strike 2. 2-2 the count. To Riley Bushak. Lindo. A quick inning here. And called strike 3. 3 up, 3 down. A quick inning for the Hornets. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on. 6 innings complete. Marshfield 3, Haugen 0. WBA baseball here on Zaleski Sports.
If you have a fear of overpaying, you have FOOP. But don't worry, switch to US Cellular and get a free Samsung Galaxy S25G, plus no activation fees. So you can stream, capture, and post without FOOP. Switch and get a free Samsung Galaxy S25G at US Cellular. Choose fair.
Northside Computers is Marshfield's U.S. Cellular store. Visit us on South Central Avenue in Marshfield for the latest Samsung, Apple, personal cellular devices, tablets, and more.
Get a jump start on college or speed up your degree with a transferable class from Mid-State Technical College this summer. There are 130 classes to choose from, online or in person, taught by instructors who are experts in their field. Get info on the Mid-State Technical College summer classes at mstc.edu.
Welcome back to Zaleski Sports broadcast of WBA baseball. Marshfield leading Haugen 3-0 as we head to the top of the 7th. Got to give a shout out to some of these young men for Marshfield that are the reserves. Al Lolacata, the postman, Cole Hediger, Jake Earl, Brent Eastad, and Caden Schillinger. Reserves this afternoon for the Chaps.
Off the top of the 7th inning.
7th inning.
Pitcher Christian Lindo.
Christian Lindo will lead things off in the top of the 7th. Lindo 0 for 2 on the afternoon with a strikeout and flew out to Riley Bushak and left. Bob Pills in his 7th inning of work here for the Chaparrals. He's got a 3-0 lead. Spencer High School product. Pitching well for the Chaparrals. Only one little bump in the road, and that was in the 3rd inning. A little bit high and tight for ball 1. The Hornets players saying, wear it, get hit by the pitch, get on base. They need base runners. Ball 2. They haven't had a base runner since the 4th inning. 2-0 the count to Lindell. The pitch. Ball 3. Lindell most likely taking here. Pills will come with a fastball right down Broadway. Most likely. Here's the pitch. Strike, just as I predicted. 3-1 the count now to Christian Lindell. Pills, the windup and the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Count now full for the leadoff batter here in the top of the 7th. Ball 4. First base runner for Haugen since the 4th inning. And Christian Lindell draws a walk. I'll bring up Isaac Rohde, the first baseman.
Number 1, Isaac Rohde.
Rohde 0 for 1 in the afternoon with a walk, a strikeout, and a stolen base. Rohde sporting number 1 on his jersey, and he hits that to Bushak in left field. And that'll drop in front of the fence. Here comes Lindell. They're sending him home. Play at the plate, and he's in. Haugen gets on the board with a double for Isaac Rohde. So it's now 3-1, and they're going to have a meeting of minds on the mound as Luke Wirtz calls the infield in. Aiden Drost will step into bat here. When play resumes, are we going to have a relief pitcher come in? Let's see what's going to happen here. I think we are. And it's number 19. We're going to have Nathan Kromanocker come in and replace Bob Pills. So that'll end the line on Pills, who pitched 6 innings. See if we can catch some of these changes on defense. Most likely, Pills will go to shortstop or third. Or are they putting Pills in the outfield? We'll catch it here in a second.
Chaparrals, number 19, Nathan Kromanocker.
As we watch Nathan Kromanocker warming up. We'll check the defense here. Luke Wirtz stays at first. Kurth at second. Lee and Byrell will stay in their positions. I'm thinking that we just had a straight up switch with Bob Pills going to right field. Pills pitching 6 strong innings, pitched to 2 batters in the 7th, is now in relief for Marshfield is Nathan Kromanocker. During the break, I will take care of the numbers as Aiden Dross steps into bat against Nathan Kromanocker, and he pops that up. The first pitch for strike 1. Isaac Rohde at second. 1 run is in for Haugen. Kromanocker from the stretch. The pitch. Strike 2. Drost in the hole, 0-2. And foul out of play.
Stay in there.
Right fielder looking for his first hit of the afternoon. Rohde in scoring position at second for the Hornets. Kromanocker sets and delivers. Outside. Ball 1. Pills was cruising along and walked the leadoff batter, Christian Lindell, in the top of the 7th and gave up a double to Isaac Rohde that led to the score. And ball 2. Count now even, 2-2. Marshfield needing a win to get into the state tournament held next week at their home field in Marshfield. And Jack Hackman. The pitch, swung on and missed for strike 3. 1 out here in the top of the 7th. Caleb Johnson, the DH, 0 for 2 on the afternoon, facing Nathan Kromanocker in relief of Bob Pills.
13, Caleb Johnson.
Kromanocker set. Checks Rohde at second, steps off. Everybody will reset. Sitting in the shade at the ballpark this afternoon. Hope you're enjoying the game along with us. Strike. 0-1 to Johnson, the DH. Isaac Rohde at second, and Nathan Kromanocker in relief on the mound. And that pitch is low and away for ball 1. Count even at a ball and a strike. The pitch outside for ball 2. Pitching him away. Caleb Johnson DHing for the left fielder. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 2. High fastball. You heard the pop of the mitt. Sean O'Connell behind the plate, doing a masterful job calling the pitches this afternoon. And that's hit right back to Kromanocker, who will toss it over to Luke Wirtz for out number 1. Out number 2. 2 away. And Rohde will advance to third on the ground out.
Number 6.
The number 9 hitter.
Matt Farm.
The number 9 hitter, Matt Farm, 0 for 2 in the afternoon. The batter, ground out and a strikeout victim. Looking for his first hit of the afternoon with Rohde in scoring position at third base. That ball has popped up. It's going to stay in play. Luke Wirtz
Down.
squeezes it for out number 3. Well, Haugen gets on the board here in the 7th inning. 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on. We've got played 6.5. It's now Marshfield 3 and Haugen 1. You're watching Zaleski Sports broadcast of WBA baseball.
Scotty's
Back after
Pizza
this.
and Chicken of Marshfield has been voted best pizza in Marshfield 12 years in a row. With popular choices like broccoli, bacon, cheese, drunken chicken, or any of the 25 specialty pizzas, Scotty's is ready to earn your vote now at 715-384-8118. Choose Scotty's for pizza, chicken, subs, sandwiches, and more. Carry out, dine-in, and delivery. Scotty's Pizza and Chicken, 715-384-8118. Citizens State Bank of Loyal is your independently owned community bank with locations just a short drive or walk from where you work and live. Citizens State Bank of Loyal invites you to a banking relationship that will always put you first. Personal, business, and agricultural services provided by people that live just across town and around the corner. At Citizens State Bank of Loyal, we pride ourselves in our involvement in the communities we serve. See us today in Neillsville, Marshfield, Spencer, Granton, and Loyal. Citizens State Bank of Loyal, an equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Welcome back to Haugen for this championship game of WBA baseball. We have the pitching line on Bob Pills. 6 innings, 4 hits, 3 walks, 4 strikeouts, 1 run that was earned, and no hit by pitches. Leading off the bottom of the 7th is the catcher, Sean O'Connell. O'Connell on the afternoon, 0 for 2 with a ground out and a fielder's choice. Takes ball 1. Lindell in his 7th inning of work for the Hornets. Ball 2. Pills giving way to Nathan Kromanocker. Kromanocker got out of the inning with only 1 run scored. That run counted on Pills. 2-1 or 3-0. I think it's 2-1. And Connell chops it to chops it over the first baseman Isaac Rohde for out number 1.
Number 7.
Garrett Huber steps in, the DH this afternoon for the Chaparrals. Huber on the afternoon. Fouls that out of play for strike 1. Garrett on the afternoon, 1 for 2. A ground out, a single, and a run scored. Huber fouls that out.
Heads up.
Right on the top of the infield, our grandstand roof, and knocks some cobwebs loose. 0-2 the count to Huber. The pitch from Lindell, and that's popped up. Zach Fisher under it, makes the catch for out number 2. So 2 away here in the bottom of the 7th. That'll bring off leader Isaiah Byrell. Byrell in the afternoon, 1 for 3.
Number 2, third
Fly out,
baseman,
ground
Isaiah
out,
Byrell.
and a single. And got stranded at 3rd in the 5th inning. Pitch off speed from Lindell, called ball 1. Strike. Count even in a ball and a strike. Wind starting to pick up, blowing left to right. Swing and a miss. Strike 2, foul that back. Good squeeze by Nolan Rowe. The catcher's doing very well this afternoon. Only 1 got past Rowe, and that was a wild pitch from Lindell. And there he knocked it down. A wild pitch from Lindell was about a 58.5-foot fastball. And it got by Rowe, one of the few that have, and it led to that 3rd run scoring. Here's Byrell, and swings and strikes out. And Rowe will throw him out. 1-3. Lindell shuts down the Chaparrals in order.
Here we go. Last time of the season.
No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on.
50-50 raffle.
3-0 Marshfield. You're watching Zaleski Sports, broadcast of WBA baseball. Back after this.
At the Granite Shop, we take great pride in what we do. We offer high-quality natural stone granite as well as a huge selection of man-made stone. With full slabs as well as a variety of partial remnants, you'll have no problem finding the stone that was meant for you. Our high-end, high-quality granite, quartz, and marble is perfect for any kitchen, bathroom, or remodel need. We are locally owned and operated on County Road C near Stratford. We service all of Wisconsin.
Bauer & Fine Business Technologies is your complete office technology solution. For 60 years, Bauer & Fine Business Technologies has been serving school districts, municipalities, counties, religious organizations, and businesses in Wisconsin and beyond. Visit b-bt.com and let Bauer & Fine Business Technologies be your complete office technology solution. That's b-bt.com.
Welcome back to Zaleski Sports, broadcast of WBA baseball tournament action. Joe Anderson bringing you play-by-play this afternoon. My producer is Chris Anderson. We hope you're enjoying watching the broadcast this afternoon. Marshfield leading 3-1 as we head into the top of the 8th. A win by Marshfield will put them into the state championship series. That'll be tournament that'll be held in Marshfield next weekend. Got a moment to tell you about Nason Velderi. Nason Velderi has fresh cheese curds made daily. NasonVelderi.com. They will be sponsoring our post-game show as always. As we head to the top of the 8th inning, Zach Fisher leads things off. 0 for 3 in the afternoon, takes strike 1 from Nathan Kromanocker. Kromanocker in his second inning of relief here. Foul back for strike 2. Marshfield pitchers have really shut down the Haugen team this afternoon, holding them to only 1 run. Pitched low for ball 1.
Pick one out, Zach.
Zach Fisher, the shortstop for the Hornets. The pitch swung on right at Will Lee off his glove. Lee did everything but catch the ball. Went right at him, right off the tip of his glove.
Winner, by the way, on the 50-50.
So Fisher will reach on that error on Will Lee.
Number 24, center fielder Elliot Nolan.
Elliot Nolan, the batter now. 1 for 3 in the afternoon with a single and 2 flyouts. Fisher at first, Kromanocker on the hill. The pitch. And there goes Fisher, going to steal second. And he's in safely. Sean O'Connell's gun down the second was high. Will Lee, the backup, snagged it. 1-0 the count to Nolan. Nathan Kromanocker gets a sign to set the pitch. Strike called. Nolan will get the sign. And the signs will be delivered O'Connell to Kromanocker. Here's the pitch. Ball 2, away and low. Coming up on the 5 o'clock hour here. This game started around 3:10. And we're in the 8th. The pitch. Strike called. 2-2. Hornets looking to manufacture some runs here any way they can, as Chaparral's pitching has really shut down their bats today. Kromanocker checks the runner and delivers. 3-2 now. Nathan Kromanocker here in his second inning of relief here. Relieved Bob Pills with nobody out in the 7th. Strike 3 called. One away. Nolan Rowe, the catcher, comes into the box.
Number 3, Nolan Rowe.
0 for 2 in the afternoon with 2 ground outs and a walk. Nolan Rowe, that watching behind the plate, he's got a gun. He can really throw that ball down to second base on any sort of steal attempt. The pitch from Kromanocker, strike. Here's the pitch. And there goes Fisher for third. And he's in at third. Stolen base number 2 for Zach Fisher. And Zach Fisher now at third with 1 out. And a 1-1 count to Nolan Rowe. Nathan Kromanocker delivers, and that pitch is inside for ball 2. Haugen trying to manufacture a run here. And the count is now 3-1 to Nolan Rowe. Marshfield leading 3-1 here in the top of the 8th with 1 out. Nathan Kromanocker delivers. Ball 4. They got runners at the corners with 1 out. We're going to have a double steal here, and we'll see what happens. Easton Stone, 0 for 3 on the afternoon.
Baseman number 27, Easton Stone.
0 for 3 in the afternoon.
Come on, Easton. You gotta do it.
Runners at the corners with 1 out for Haugen. Kromanocker checks the runner at first, comes to the plate, and they're going to let Rowe have second. Rowe tried to draw. They're not going to get a stolen base for catcher's indifference. A base hit could tie the score. The tying run at second. Hit to the outfield. Busak and Kromanocker. Kromanocker with the catch. So a sac fly. So a sac fly for Easton Stone.
Way to go, Zach.
Draws Haugen to now it's 3-2. Draws them to within a run. And Nolan Rowe has advanced to third.
Pitcher number 22, Christian Lindell.
The tying run 90 feet away. Christian Lindell can help his cause. Lindell in the afternoon, 0 for 2 with a walk and scored the first run of the game for the Hornets. Strike call. Lindell, the pitcher for Haugen. Nathan Kromanocker with 2 outs. That pitch is inside for ball 1. Count even and a ball and a strike. Tying run 90 feet away with 2 outs for the Hornets. And foul back for strike 2. Remember, a drop third strike. A drop third strike has got to get the batter can run. So Sean O'Connell's got to be active back there behind the plate. Kromanocker, the pitch. Low in the dirt for ball 2. Count even, 2-2. 2-2 count to Christian Lindell. Nathan Kromanocker gets the sign from Sean O'Connell and delivers. Chopper is going to be scooped up by Byrell over the first and Wirtz. And got him out. The Hornets scratch over a run as Zach Fisher reached on an error and stole 2 bases and scored on a sac fly by Easton Stone. 7.5 innings complete. Marshfield 3, Haugen 2. WBA baseball action here on Zaleski Sports.
Grassland Dairy Products is your match for an exciting new career today. Go to grassland.com to see the opportunities waiting for you. Browse through careers like CDL truck driver, shipping and receiving, line tech, quality assurance, forklift, maintenance tech, inventory associates, and more. Great compensation, weekly pay, and 0 premium company-paid health, dental, and life. Apply now at grassland.com or in person at Grassland Dairy Products, Fairground Avenue, just south of Greenwood.
I really got to understand what a nurse is. Do they focus on you? You know, do they make sure that you're comfortable? And, you know, that's what Shai has. It's the connection that he has, you know, my best interest in mind, always.
Why wait another day? Let's take the next step together towards a better life.
Back here to Haugen. The Chaparrals would like to get at least 1 or maybe 2 more runs here, as Haugen is down to their last 3 outs, trailing by a run, 3-2. Christian Lindell in his 8th inning of work. Just a few things have gotten him in trouble. That wild pitch.
The pitcher, number 19, Nathan Kromanocker.
In the 5th, led to the 3rd run being scored by the Chaparrals. And that's the difference in the game. And leading off things for the Chaps here in the bottom of the 8th is Nathan Kromanocker, who's coming in relief of Bob Pills to pitch. And Kromanocker here slaps one long, and it's in the trees. Holy moly. Home run for Nathan Kromanocker on the first pitch he sees in the bottom of the 8th inning. And just as I said, they would like to get another run over, and they do. It's now 4-2.
Center fielder Caleb Kromanocker.
Well, brother Caleb steps in the bat. Caleb on the afternoon, 2 for 4, 2 base hits, and 2 ground outs. Oh no, that's right, that was the one they questioned. And he pops that out of play, so it's a ball and a strike. Caleb called out after an umpire conference on a close play. Swings at strike 2. Lindell working quickly. can tell he's not very happy. He gave up that home run. And that's past Isaac Rohde at first down the right field line. He's digging for two. Here comes Caleb Kromanocker standing up double. Stand up double for the center fielder. And Christian Lindell giving up back-to-back hits. A home run to dead center field. That was about a 390-foot home run for Nathan Kromanocker. Caleb Kromanocker at second. Luke Wirtz, the batter, takes high for ball one. Wirtz, the manager for the Chaparrals, batting cleanup today. Got to be pleased that his pitcher just hit a home run. Holy buckets! Wirtz lost the bat. The umpire at third didn't know what to think. He was trying to either get out of the way or catch it, and he let it fall on the ground. You don't know what to do when you got a piece of lumber flying at you. And the postman, Al Lolicata, coaching at third, will get the bat back, give it to Wirtz. 1-1 the count. Here's the pitch. High for ball two. Whew. Easton Stone wanted nothing to do with that bat. Wirtz swings and misses, strike two. Wirtz on the afternoon, 0 for 2. A walk and a run scored. It was the wild pitch during his at bat that led to that third run coming in. That pitch in the dirt. Good stop by Nolan Rowe. Count is now full at 3-2. Lindell gets the sign and the pitch. Wirtz pops it up. It's going to stay in play. And it's dropped by the catcher, Nolan Rowe. That's a tough play for the catcher to make. That's a tough one. You have to score that an error. Easy for me to say it, but Rowe probably should have let either Lindell or Rohde make the catch. It's hard for the catcher to be coming up like that. And Paul Juza, the manager for the Hornets, not enjoying his birthday here as his team is trailing 4-2. In the bottom of the eighth, he's having a conference with his team. Christian Lindell on his eighth inning of work. Jason Kurth will come to bat here for the Chaparrals. Kurth on the afternoon 0 for 3. 2 groundouts to Lindell and a strikeout. Lindell's going to stay in. Caleb Kromanocker at second. Luke Wirtz at first.
Number 22.
Nobody out here in the bottom of the eighth. Kurth looking for his first hit of the afternoon. Strike. Lindell has pitched very well. Just a couple of misplays and a wild pitch have hurt him this afternoon. And that's fly ball. Elliot Nolan under it. Called off by Aiden Drost in right field. He makes the catch. But Caleb Kromanocker will advance to third. Kurth, the first out of the inning, brings up Will Lee.
Shortstop Will Lee.
Luke Wirtz will stay at first. Runners at the corners with 1 out. Will Lee in the afternoon, 0 for 2 with a walk and a ground out on a fly out on his day. And Lee right up the middle, past the diving Zach Fisher. Another run in for the Chaparrals. It's now 5-2. Wirtz advances to second. And Christian Lindell will end his day 7 innings in the books. And who are they bringing in to pitch? It's going to be number 2, Cole McDermott. We'll break for a commercial right here. This is Zaleski Sports broadcast of WBA District Tournament action. We'll be right back.
Find what you want in a new summer ride? Settling for good enough just to have it now? Wait, don't settle. Herbs and Tomahawk and Power Pack in Marshfield have the solution. Custom order. Get exactly what you want by building your customized ride with us, and we'll place a special order with a manufacturer. That means the color you want, the package you need, and the new ride you deserve. Plus parts packages and financing packages with gear included. Herbs and Tomahawk and Power Pack in Marshfield. Don't settle. Get your custom order in today.
I had an employee at once ask me to prioritize family, faith, and business, and I put them in that order in particular. For each one of our employees, it's family first. You do what is best for you and your family. Then the rest of it will take care of itself. It's about making sure you make the best decisions for you and your family.
Ready?
For Marshfield, the batter, number 8, Riley Bouchard.
Back here after the pitching change, as Cole McDermott replaces Christian Lindell here in the bottom of the 8th, we have runners at first and second. Had to view things over a little bit. I'm looking at the wrong side. That helps. Lee at first, Wirtz at second. McDermott starts out. Bouchak, the left fielder for the Chaparrals. It's 1-1. Bouchak in the afternoon, 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. 2-1 the count now. 2 runs in here with 1 out. Nathan Kromanocker started the inning off with a 395-foot home run to dead center field. It's 375, and he hit it a good 15 feet over the fence. Got a little time there for the catcher to catch his breath. Three and 1 now to Bouchak. Luke Wirtz at second and Will Lee at first. And that's ball 4. The bases are loaded. With only 1 out. It'll bring up Sean O'Connell, the catcher.
Number 44, the catcher, Sean O'Connell.
O'Connell on the day is 0 for 3. 2 ground outs and a fielder's choice. And O'Connell swings and misses for strike 1. Base hit would score 2 here for the Chaparrals. They've already brought 2 in. And Cole McDermott in relief of Christian Lindell. We'll get the line on Lindell during the commercial break after this at bat. And right up the box, that's going to score 1, maybe 2. Here comes Wirtz. Here comes Lee. 2 more in. So 2 RBIs for the catcher. So Luke Wirtz comes in. And Will Lee scores. It's now 7-2. Still only 1 out. Bouchak has moved to second.
Number 7, DH, Garrett Huber.
Garrett Huber now batting for the Chaparrals. takes ball 1. Huber on the afternoon. 1 for 3. A ground out, a fly out, a single, and a run scored, and he gets that to the third base side. That's going to get through. Here's another run. Going to try to score, and it does. Bushak is in. An RBI single for Huber. I'll bring up the top of the order in Isaiah Byrell. Byrell is the 9th batter of the inning for the Chaparrals. Only 1 out. And they've scored 5 runs. Swing and a miss. Foul back, that is. Strike 1. And the Haugen crowd stunned. Strike 2. All started on Nathan Kromanocker's home run to lead off the bottom of the 8th. Swing and a miss for strike 3. 2 outs now as Nathan Kromanocker steps in. His second at bat in the bottom of the 8th after that mammoth home run. To lead off the inning, and that pitch is low and in.
Nathan Kromanocker.
Wheels have kind of fallen off the Hornets wagon here in the bottom of the 8th. As Marshfield, another big bomb by Kromanocker. Up against the fence. That'll bring O'Connell in. And that'll bring in Huber. Holy moly. A 2 RBI double for Nathan Kromanocker, and he has had a humongous 8th inning. 2 bombs to center field, 1 over the fence, and 1 a double.
The batter, number 18.
Scoring 2.
Center fielder Caleb Kromanocker.
Caleb Kromanocker. His second at bat of the inning. Outside for ball 1. 1-1 the count. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 8th. It's now 10-2 Chaparrals. A tight game has been blown open here in the bottom of the 8th. Strike 2.
1 more.
1-2. 10th batter of the inning for Marshfield. And called strike 3 for the final third out of the bottom of the 8th. Marshfield in the bottom of the 8th. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 runs on a whole bunch of hits. I'll count them in a minute. They have now taken control of this game 10-2. You're watching WBA District Tournament Baseball here on Zaleski Sports. Back after this.
Little Sprouts is now open in Rudolph with the same great child
1,
care
2,
you know
3,
about in
4,
Auburndale.
5, 6,
Here's
7.
Brooke Sievers to tell us about it.
Community here in Rudolph has been extremely
7
welcoming,
runs.
and we're excited to serve here just like we do up in Auburndale. Part of the process is to help out the school districts and to help the children their 4K children to stay close and get services right here. We serve here in Rudolph 1-year-olds up until 12-year-olds, and up in Auburndale we serve 6 weeks old until 12-year-olds.
Our Auburndale pea pods, wiggle worms, busy bees, and fireflies welcome the Rudolph sweet potatoes, lovely ladybugs, and beautiful butterflies. Contact Little Sprouts Learning Garden on Facebook today.
Chili Implement, located just north of Highway 10 in Chili, is your place for Kubota zero-turn mowers. If your lawn is big or small, We have all the lawn care solutions for you. Check out our 60-inch deck. Kubota Powerful, Precise, Proven. Chili Implement is your choice for Kubota, Case IH, and Gale. Chili Implement, open 6 days a week to serve you. Chili Implement.
Marshfield Chaparrals are 3 outs away from punching a ticket to the state tournament coming up this coming weekend in Marshfield at Jack Hackman Field. The Hornets gave up 7 runs to the Chaparrals in the bottom of the 8th. Nathan Kromanocker with a big bomb home run in the bottom of the 8th to lead things off. A 7-run explosion for the Chaparrals as we head to the top of the 9th. And Isaac Rohde in the box takes ball 1 from Nathan Kromanocker. Rohde on the afternoon, a walk, a strikeout, and a double with an RBI. Kromanocker in his second inning of work on the hill. Falls behind 2-0. Ball 3. Nathan Kromanocker nearly had a second home run. He was only about 5 feet short. Ended up being a 2 RBI double. Strike 2 call. Or strike 1, that is. I think the count is 3-1.
We have to behave at our age.
And ball 4. So Rohde draws a walk, and that'll bring up the right fielder, Aiden Drost. Drost, 0 for 3 on the afternoon.
Aiden Drost.
2 strikeouts and a ground out on the day. Looking for his first hit. Rohde on first base. And the Hornets trailing by 8, 10-2. Swing and a miss for strike 1. Marshfield with the win would advance to the state tournament coming up this weekend in Marshfield. Nathan Kromanocker on the hill. Ball 2. Or ball 1, that is, excuse me. Kromanocker in his second inning of work. One and 2 the count. Swing and a miss for strike 3. 1 down. The Hornets down to their last 2 outs of the day as Caleb Johnson, the DH.
Number 2, the pitcher, Cole McDermott.
Let's change that. Cole McDermott is going to hit here. He's behind in the count 0-1. Oh, 2 to the pitcher. And strikeout number 2. The Hornets down to their last out as the number 9 hitter, Matt Farm, the second baseman, 0 for 3 in the afternoon, steps in.
Baseman Matt Farm, number 6.
Leadoff walk by Isaac Rohde and 2 punch-outs for Nathan Kromanocker. And he's shooting BBs at the batters right here. 0-1 to Farm. Strike two. And the Hornets down to their last strike.
Well hit, Matt.
And Kromanocker's pitch. Pop fly ball, right field. Pills under it. And that's it. A big win for the Marshfield Chaparrals as they punch their ticket to the state tournament.
Chaparrals 10.
And the Chaps
Haugen Hornets 2.
win convincingly 10-2.
Teams that qualify out of the...
We have a moment here to hear from our friends from Nasonville Dairy. Nasonville Dairy, cheese curds made daily, NasonvilleDairy.com.
Thank you for coming.
Nasonville Dairy, family owned and operated, bringing you fresh cheese curds made daily, along with many other varieties of Wisconsin-made cheeses and treats. Don't forget to check out our cheese and sausage trays for your upcoming parties and cheese and sausage gift packages for the holiday season or any other special occasion. Nasonville Dairy, located just southwest of Marshfield on U.S. Highway 10, NasonvilleDairy.com.
All right, so we're here with Kim Hyman. Kim, Nasonville Dairy, 125 years in the making. Tell us about that.
You know, it's fantastic. It was the first plant built in Wood County back in 1885. Sal Nason and his family came here, and they started a small dairy plant. Eventually that plant burnt down, but then they rebuilt onto this same facility, and our family moved here in the late 60s in 1968 and took it over from there, and it's been just a fantastic growth. Great community, great people we have working for us. Oh, it's an open market. It's huge. You know, the opportunity for the diversity in the cheese industry is fantastic, and you have to be that way in order to sell a lot of product. And so we've got a great group of people working on the research and development side for us. So it's been really fortunate for us. Oh, right. We have 185 farm families that market their milk through us here at Nasonville Dairy. And we are so lucky we have like the best dairy farms in not only in central Wisconsin, but in the United States, marketing milk through us. So we're just really fortunate on that side.
Actually, we started in 1968. Our father brought us here from another cheese plant in Wisconsin. We had come from the cheese business. We've always been in the business. We had moved around the state in different parts. He brought us here about that time. The plant ran 7,500 pounds of milk at that time, and now runs about 1.5 million a day. So. We originally started out with making cheddar, and now we make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmers Cheese, Pizza Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Friar, Seco, Parma, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Cafflettieri, Cafla Graviera, as well as making some Gouda, Edam, and a little bit of Munster on occasion.
Five, 6, 7. Welcome back to Haugen, and the Marshfield Chaparrals have punched their ticket to the state tournament with a convincing 10-2 win over the host Haugen Hornets this afternoon. Bob Pills, the pitcher for the Chaparrals, led the way. 6 innings pitched, gave up 4 hits, walked 3, struck out 4, gave up 1 run. one earned run. Actually, he gave up 2 runs, and 1 was earned. Nathan Kromanocker relieved Pills in the 7th. He pitched 3 innings. No hits, 1 walk, 4 strikeouts. A valiant effort by the Haugen Hornets pitcher Christian Lindell. 7 innings pitched, 8 hits, 2 walks, 5 strikeouts, 8 runs given up. 6 of those were earned. The Chaparrals with a 7-run 8th inning, broke open a 3-2 game. Nathan Kromanocker led the way with a leadoff home run in the bottom of the 8th. Caleb Kromanocker came in along with Luke Wirtz on an RBI single by Will Lee. The runs came coming off relief pitcher Cole McDermott, and that's all she wrote for the host Hornets this afternoon. We hope you enjoyed watching this afternoon's baseball game here on Zaleski Sports. Our sponsor, of course, for the postgame show is Nasonville Dairy. Nasonville Dairy makes cheese curds fresh daily. NasonvilleDairy.com. The Chaparrals, as said before, will advance to the state tournament in Marshfield, and that will be held at Jack Hackman Field. All games live on ZaleskiSports.com on YouTube. Go to the YouTube channel. I'm not sure if they're either on Facebook. Maybe they are. I know they're on YouTube, so check out the Zaleski Sports channel on YouTube like you have today. Football action for Chris and I on Thursday as we travel to Augusta and bring you the Pittsfield Panthers at the Augusta Beavers. That game at 7 o'clock Thursday night here on Zaleski Sports YouTube. And next weekend, in addition to football on the Zaleski networks, will be the state tournament, WBA state tournament from Jack Hackman Field in Marshfield. The Chaparrals advanced to that tournament, again with a 10-2 win here against the Haugen Hornets. We hope you enjoyed watching this afternoon's game. For my producer, Chris Anderson, this is Joe Anderson saying thank you for watching this afternoon.